Welcome to Celebrity Reflection Sunset Verandah 7366. This is at the very aft or back of the ship. It's about 130 steps to the elevator. When you first walk in, your bathroom is on the left, and here's your thermostat. It's a little less fancy than the Celebrity Edge class ships. Yeah, you got cold and you got hot. And there's a small lip to step into the bathroom. And the shower is nice and roomy. You can see it has curved shower doors, and the little bar to put your foot on makes it easier to bathe. And you have shampoo, conditioner, and bath wash too, the Celebrity brand. I do bring my own just because I have colored hair and I want to protect it. And here is the how you turn on the hot and cold water here, and this will turn the water on for your sprayer above as well, and it's detachable. You have your normal toilet, and then a good amount of sink room as well, and then shelves with drinking glasses. And then underneath you have some more storage, and over here it would be your garbage can. And then stepping down, you have a full-length mirror, and then a vanity or your makeup table or a desk. And then there's a good-sized couch here with a table. And here is your closet. It's a pretty good sized closet where you could hang some pants at the bottom. There's some hangers, and you could see that even in non-suite cabins you get a nice bathrobe to wear. There aren't any slippers unless you're in a suite, so I did bring my own. And then here you have your safe, and down here is your little mini bar refrigerator. So even if you have a drink package, you would have to pay extra if you use anything in here. If you would be in a suite, then the butler could refresh it and it would be complimentary. But if you're in a normal cabin, even if you have a drink package, you would still need to pay for anything you use in here. You could ask your cabin steward to empty it out so you have more room for your waters or whatever else you want to put in here, but this is what's in the refrigerator. Then you have 3 big drawers, you could see here. It's pretty good size. And then here's your TV. And over here it's a bed, and you can make it single. And the one thing about the Solstice class ships, which includes Celebrity Reflection, is you really don't have any outlets or USBs because they're older next to the nightstands, unlike on Edge class ships where you do have a side with a charging USB and cables for USB to charge, but here you don't have any, so you'd need to ask your cabin steward for an extension cord to kind of plug in somewhere else, and then bring your cord across if you need to have electricity over by your bed. So if you have a CPAP or anything like that, because you can see down here, there really isn't any extra outlets down here. So that's one thing to note when you're on things like places like Celebrity Reflection, Silhouette, Equinox, those kind of ships, as opposed to Celebrity Edge, Apex, Beyond, and Ascent. So Sunset Verandas, as I mentioned, is on the very back of the ship. So you have a beautiful 180-degree view in the back with a traditional balcony. And just a tip, You can see it slides open and close. So when you're at sea and you want to keep your door open, especially at night, you want to lock it and put the handle up in the lock position. And this prevents the door from going back and forth and possibly slamming shut at night. I also put this in the lock position before I go out, so that way the door won't slam shut and accidentally lock me outside with the ocean waves. So to open it, put it down there and pull. You can see they have nice high back chairs still on Celebrity Reflection, which is nice. And you can lean back. They took away the footstools though. But they do have a nice tall table, so you could eat out here. It'd be nice for your room service, breakfast. This is one of the smaller sunset verandas. Some of them can be really nice and deep and longer, but this is more of a standard size balcony, as you could see. You have this is your overhang, so you do have a lot of sun that will come in depending on your angle. We are on the 7th floor, so looking up here, this is what it looks like up there. We'll be at the Ocean View Cafe and the Sunset Bar at the very top. So you have, you're down here. You can't see really into the cabins below. So being on the 7th floor, it's up the Ocean View Cafe. The buffet is the 14th floor, so you probably want to take an elevator unless you are really good in stairs. But you're only 2 floors away from Cafe Bacio for the nice pastries and desserts. And if you have a drink package, you get the free coffees and free teas as well too. So you're only 2 floors away from there. And then the 3rd and 4th floor is the main dining room, the Opus dining room. There's only one main dining room on Celebrity Reflection, the Opus dining room. There isn't 5 like on the Edge class ships. So those are on the 3rd and 4th. So the 5th floor is the 7th floor is pretty good. You're not too far away. Here's some goodies from Cafe Bacio. They have little sandwiches in the afternoon. This is an egg salad sandwich. And then I got a little chocolate cake you could see in there. Let's see, I got the no sugar added one. They had some regular ones with sugar, but we tried one that looks just like that up in the Ocean View, and it's really good. It had a good chocolate mousse flavor, so hopefully this will be like that too. So again, all the pastries, desserts, sandwiches are free in Cafe Bacio, but you will have to pay for any coffees and teas. So we've got a cappuccino to go. You can also, if you have a drink package, you order some water. And the drinks are about $4 to $5 each. So that's about $5 plus your 20% gratuity, and plus your water. If you wanted a bottle of water, that would be another, $4 or something too. And then plus 20% on top of that. So Cafe Bacio is a great place, and of course your martini bar is down below too. So far this is our first time we've actually been this low on a cabin as far as the 7th floor. Usually we are up closer to the ocean view because I think that's more convenient, but you do hear the chairs scraping along the deck, or maybe where they're washing too at night sometimes. So that could wake you up early in the morning as the chairs upstairs are scraping across the floor, but we usually just fall back to sleep. So 7th floor, you're closer to the water, as you could see, which is nice, and closer to the food, the main dining rooms, and some of the lounges, the nightlife. So you maybe don't have to take the elevator quite as much, and about 130 steps away from the elevator. So I hope you enjoyed the room tour of Celebrity Reflection. Oh, and by the way, up here too is more storage space, so it's not the most easy to get to because it's right above your bed, but if you had something to store, you definitely could put it up there. Some people put their suitcases underneath the bed to store underneath the bed. You can see how much room is there. It's hold a pretty big suitcase. I do avoid putting things underneath the bed just in case there's bed bugs. Only one time in many cruises did I have a problem with bed bugs. They didn't come home with me, but I did get bit on the cruise ship, but haven't had that problem since. So I tend to store mine in the closet or just somewhere on the floor in the corner. We usually just bring carry-ons every once in a while, not very often, but you do hear of someone who gives their suitcase to the porter and they never see it again, and they never make it on board for whatever reason. But we do bring our own carry-on and backpack, and we're able to, with clothing reuse, able to use it up to a 10-day cruise actually. And you could see here, this is embarkation day as far as what's open already. And so here's your lunches. Your lunches go from 11:30 to 3. And then the Mass Grill, which is your hamburgers and hot dogs, is open till 6. Lumini, if you are in a suite or higher, is open till 2 p.m. It's on deck 3. And also, if you have an unlimited dining package, or you're paid for a dining package, or if you just want to pay for a meal where it's a little away from the hustle and bustle of Ocean View, you could go to Sushi on 5 on deck 5, and that's open to 2:30 to get a little sushi or Japanese style menu. So as you can see, for the dinner time, the Celebrity Select, which is basically show up anytime you want unless you want to make reservations, is 5:15 to 9 on the 4th floor in the Opus dining room. And then there's also Celebrity Select early or late, and you can see the times, 5:30 to 6, or late is 8:15 to 8:45. So if you have a early or late assigned dining time, those would be the times you go, and you'd go to the Opus restaurant on deck 3 instead. Now, if you don't want to, if you want to wear shorts and all that kind of stuff, you should not wear it in the main restaurant, but you could wear it at the Ocean View Cafe, which is open 6 to 9:30, and go to dinner at the buffet instead. Now, if you're in an Aqua Class cabin, you go to the Blue Restaurant, and if you're in a suite, your restaurant is Lumini. One nice thing about the Lumini and Retreat restaurant here on the Solstice class ships is you could order off the main dining room if you want to, or maybe Blue as well. Unlike the Edge class ships, it tends to be several decks away. It's more difficult for someone to run down and get you your food and things like that. So below Lumini, you could see some of the specialty restaurants: Lawn Club Grill, the Petite Chef, which is a fun animation. You could go and watch the animation, and they cook the food in the animation, and then you receive an actual dinner. It looks like the animation. As I mentioned, Murano is delicious. It's our favorite restaurant. The sushi, the Porch, and Tuscan Grill. Tuscan Grill is more the Italian, and it's also very good. You have a nice view before sunset of the back of the ship. It's just the water and things like that. So you can see some other places for coffee and snacks, Ocean View, some of the other bars. I did notice up at the Sunset Bar today that their menu has changed, and most of their cocktails on the menu are $12, which is $2 more than the classic drink package, which is rather annoying. But you probably could ask for a rum and coke and other things and still be in the classic drink package. So here's some of the other bars. So as you're here, you stop at Ensemble and the Martini Bar, just see what there is, and then the Sky Lounge is really fun at night too. So we're on a 4-day cruise to Coco Cay, and tomorrow, actually tonight, we've got an 80s party. It's pretty busy, and then the second night for this 4-day cruise, it's chic night, and plus it's the ABBA sing-along party. So the 4-day cruise, they pack a lot more in quickly. You can see here tonight's the 80s flashback party. So if you want to bring 80s clothes on a 4-night cruise, you would fit in here. And then also tonight on this embarkation night is silent disco night at 9:45. So on a 4-day versus a 7-day cruise, they really pack in the fun activities quickly so you could have some fun and don't have to wait to the end or farther into the cruise. So here's a little bit what's going on as far as in the Celebrity today, which will be in your cabin. And hope you enjoy cruising Celebrity. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. On the 7th floor, the ship is very smooth. I don't feel any rumbling or vibrations from the engine, but the overhang is really short, so when the sun is in front of you, there's no shade, and it's really bright and hot. So hopefully we'll have some times when we're a little more in the shade and we could sit out and enjoy the view more, but it's pretty hot right in the direct sun.